Hey everybody, it's official here. Today we're going to be talking about OB42, the new Paladins patch. We're going to get right down into it. Firstly, we have a new champion. I just did an after hours video on him. His name's Torvald, you can see him. Nextly, we're going to be talking about just the general stuff. There's PvE mode, raised the level cap, added mount. Then we have some customizations, which I don't really care about, but you might. So hey, let's cover it. Next, we have some new maps, which are pretty cool. And then there's just some balances, updates, fixes. One of the main things that I really want to talk about is aggression is out. That's great. I love it. There's no more aggression. However, it seems like Bulldozer is the new aggression, even if you're not fighting Ying or a barrack. So that's always fun. Alright, well, firstly there's a new PvE mode. I unfortunately haven't been able to really test this out, as I just downloaded the PTS yesterday, and I didn't know that you couldn't link accounts. So I am still level 2. I've only played one match. I recorded that. It's with Tyra. I'm not very good with Tyra, but today's video is, you know, with Tyra, so that's pretty funny if you ask me. So this PvE mode, I don't really know much about it. The patch notes say PvE mode, introducing a new PvE weekly event. This week's event is called Tank It to the Limit. PvE encounters are queued from the casual queue setting, and PvE encounters give full match rewards. Now, I haven't done any research on taking it to the limit yet, because I want it to be a surprise when I try it. That may be a little backwards to a whole lot of players, but that's how I like it, so that's how I'm going to keep it. Nextly, they raised the level cap from 500 to 999. I'm only like high 20s, I believe. However, I've only been playing about 2 weeks-ish, so I don't know how high the highest level is yet, but I guess when I get to 500, I will be happy that they raised that limit. The next thing is they added a mounts tab to the store. Now, a lot of people seem to like this because now you can buy different mounts rather than only getting them through Founders Editions, etc., etc. The next thing we're going to be talking about is they just fixed a few different issues. You know, Ying's Genie chest showing the correct description, the Master Collector not showing for your progression and your achievements, you know, things like that. I will go ahead and leave a link down in the description to the post so you can see exactly what I'm talking about here. They're fixing gamepads a little bit, which I really like. I'm not a huge gamepad player, but I know people who are, and they've had some complaints with Paladins, even though Smite runs them really, really well. The next thing we're going to talk about is some maps. They just optimized the performance for Stonekeep a little bit. Some people were having some lag issues with slightly lesser computers, you know, things like that. If you don't have a beefy graphics card or 8 gigs of RAM, etc., etc. Anywho, they redid Ice Mines just a little bit. There's a revision for it. It's like a quote-unquote new Ice Mines. It doesn't look a whole lot different from what I've seen. And then, obviously, the 3 new maps, they updated them a little bit. Not visually, as far as I can tell, but I could again be wrong. Alright, let's go back up and talk about Torvald, because Torvald is who I'm really excited for. Torvald, he has a few abilities. Gauntlet, which is kind of like a lock-on Fernando flamethrower. Recharge, which recharges your shield's protection, which throws a shield on an ally for 2 seconds, and that's 2,000. If you pair him with Makoa or Fernando, it's really hard to get past them. And then there's Runic Blast, which is just a short silence and disarm. I haven't seen that work yet, but we'll see. And then we have Hyper Beam, which is his ultimate, and it's super cool. He channels it out of his glove, or gauntlet, excuse me, and it does a massive knockback to all. Like, you can kick people super far back, and that's really good for like overtime and stuff like that. So I'm really, really excited about that. And then lastly, Hyper Beam, that does go for 2.35 seconds. I thought they hadn't released his cards, but they have now. I'm not going to go over all of them, but I'm going to talk about a few things that I really like. Vital Grasp, it's a recharge card, and it generates 5, 10, 15, and 20% more shield, so you get more shield back. So I think that's, a little overpowered. We'll see how that goes. There's a few of them which are pretty cool, and Hearthwarder, it's a protection card, and activating protection grants you 100, 200, 300, 400 shield. So if you put 4 points in that, when I shield you for 2,000, I get 400 shield back, which I think is super dope. Anywho, I really hope you liked this video. If you really did like it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Whatever you want. If you really, really like this video and you like some of my previous videos, feel free to leave a comment or subscribe to my channel. I'd love you. You'd be my favorite. Not that you're not already. And have a fantastic rest of your day. Take care of yourself and each other.